This is the ATV that I bought from Extreme Firepower. The seat can't be connected. If you look, these are supposed to line up right here and here for the seat to go into, and they don't. Battery is supposed to line up, and these bolts just spin. This just kind of sets in place to hold the battery, which probably wouldn't matter if the seat were able to clip on. Then the battery wouldn't go anywhere. However, in this condition, with the frame misaligned with the body, there's nothing for it to bolt into. The seller told me via email that it's my fault that it doesn't connect. So this tab here where my thumb is and this tab here line up with these clips here and here, and then these posts in the back line up with the holes, so it doesn't fit. There's just no possible way to force it and make it fit. As you can see, I've tried. It doesn't fit. If you look here, you can see how far out of misalignment the body actually is in places. Okay, moving on to the side of the fuel tank. If you look here, you can see the gap. You can see right down through to the ground. Okay, see? Right in here. Alright, that shouldn't be that way. When you push it, it wants to stay in place till you release it and it pops out. And that's because it wasn't put together properly. Here's the throttle assembly. I got one bolt to come out using an impact wrench and a bit. The other one will not come out. I'm trying to focus it here. There you go. You can see how the head of the bolt is starting to strip out a little bit from all the pounding and trying to remove it. Just will not release itself. I stopped for fear that I'd break the whole throttle. I don't want to do that because I don't want to be liable to replace it. I sent the seller images of everything that I'm documenting here. He told me to use some Loctite and make adjustments. Can't really use Loctite on something that screws into nothing. All it does is spin. It doesn't go in or out unless I pull on it. I can push it, but I'll just strip it out further, so I'm not going to bother messing with that. This, you can see the whole handlebar assembly just wobbles. And the bolts that were supplied right there, I'll try to zoom. That bolt that was supplied is as tight as it'll go. Can't tighten something beyond what it's designed to be tightened to, otherwise it'll snap. Right here is the adjustment knob for the headlight itself. Hear it? See it pop all over the place? It's not connecting to anything inside because of the way it's made. Here's the headlight. Look at that. Can't adjust it. Won't stay. But again, that's supposedly my fault because I accepted it. Wrong. Okay, we're at the back of the bike now, the four-wheeler. These posts for the frame should be center, and they're not because everything's misaligned. Okay? It's just, I'm trying to show everything as well as I can to document it. So, although there was no physical damage when the unit was shipped, it wasn't put together right. Here's another. You can see that's off by, oh, well over 1/8 of an inch. Probably 3/16, which is a lot. Right here, it's off by 1/4. Again, a lot. Other places, it's assembled properly. But a lot of places, it just is not. Here's another case of shoddy workmanship. Look at that, just popped right out. Just noticed that one. I can probably hammer that back in, I don't know, but I'm not messing with it. That shouldn't be my responsibility to fix a brand new machine. Both tires were flat in the front. They didn't have any valve stems. Well, they had valve stems. They didn't have valve stem inserts. Here's the other side of the handlebar. It wobbles right there where it connects to the actual shaft. So that bolt needs to be replaced with something about 1/16 of an inch larger in diameter. This one here. So that it won't wobble and snap the bolt in any rough riding terrain. This could be one heck of a good machine if it were put together properly, but it's not. Now the seat kind of looks like it's in place, okay? But there's no way that's going to stay on. Not even close. This seat, once it's clamped in, should be flush here and flush. Now, if I just raise up with my finger, pops right off. And that's because if the back lines up, the front cannot. If the front lines up, the back cannot, because it's all out of alignment. Body frame needs to be pulled off, or the body needs to be pulled off the frame. And where it attaches to the frame needs to be all reworked and retapped to get it to go where it needs to go. You can see from looking at the two rear holes through the plastics. I know it's kind of hard to see, but if you look here, there's almost a ½ inch versus here, nothing. So this entire back piece of plastic went on completely crooked. From a ½ inch to nothing in a 16-inch span is way, way, way out of whack. So, again, just one more quick going over this machine. Alright. That in itself will show you how much this is out of whack and just cannot work the way it stands. And although the seller is putting all the responsibility on me, the buyer, that's just wrong. And I'm asking for some help and some intervention, because I'm not going to pay for an item that I cannot ride. I bought it brand new. It should be able to be ridden as if it were brand new. And if it was just cosmetic, or maybe just one thing, that might be different, but there's a lot of things. This is $2,500.